My name is Gary Christensen, and I'm serving as co-chair of our Standing on the Promise campaign. And I'm happy to announce to you that we are well on the way to celebrate a great victory. Yet none of the good progress that we have made in our campaign would have been possible without the tireless work and commitment of some very special campaign volunteers. And I'd like to introduce our Luther Ranch heroes, not by name, but by task. And so as I call out your campaign positions, will you please stand and remain standing? And will the members of the Assembly please hold your applause until everyone is introduced? First, I would like to recognize the 63 volunteers who made visits to congregation councils. Will these congregation council visitors please stand up if you're with us? There were 12 congregation campaign leaders. Will you please stand? Next are our 39 major gift leaders. In every successful campaign, the solicitation of major gifts is absolutely essential to reaching and exceeding our top-tier goals. This group has already raised some $750,000. Next is our Women of the ELCA leader. Is Patty Austin here today? Patty, will you please stand? Our Vio de Cristo leader is Pastor Ted Coleman. Pastor Ted is in the process of recruiting others to join his team. And if Pastor Ted comes knocking at your door, please, please say yes. Next is our Luther Ranch construction team. These are the folks who like to play in the dirt. The construction team is already hard at work spending our first fruit contributions and turning our dreams into reality. Will these 7 people please stand? And let's not forget our campaign co-chairs. First is John Sherholtz. While John's not working on the campaign, he spends his spare time inspiring our world champion Atlanta Braves. Sorry, there's no free tickets today. You know, if you make a $10,000 campaign this afternoon, I'll see what I can do for you. Where's John? He's back here. Oh, there he is. John's back here. He's dancing rather poorly. And finally, I'd like to recognize our LLMI staff. That's Keith and Libby and Mike. And we are blessed. We are so blessed with an extremely talented and dedicated staff to lead us, to inspire us, to support us, and to believe in us. For without their ongoing efforts and their own personal financial commitments, there would be no Luther Ranch or no volunteers to help us with this incredibly successful campaign. Now you can applaud. Very quickly, I'd like to share with you these 3 simple steps to conduct a congregation-based campaign. Step 1 is to invite one of our campaign council visitors to meet with your church leaders. The purpose of this brief visit is to learn the specifics of the 5-week congregational campaign, to discuss the very low-key, informative, and motivating campaign activities, and then to review a timetable of events that will offer every person and every household within your congregation the privilege and responsibility to make a faith-based financial contribution. Step 2 involves identifying and inviting an interested and committed member of your congregation to serve as your congregation campaign leader. We've scheduled 13 workshops within the Synod between August 1st and the end of September. And finally, with prayer and conversation to guide you, we are asking congregations to set a realistic but challenging 3-year goal to raise funds for our camp and conference center. We are suggesting 3 levels of commitments that are based on your average worship attendance. The basic goal equals $100 per worshiper over a 3-year period. The advanced goal equals $200 per worshiper, and the very doable challenge goal is only $300 per worshiper over a 3-year period. Now, the average worship attendance within our Southeastern Synod congregations is around 130 people each week. If we multiply this number using only the second-tiered advanced goal of $200 per worshiper over a 3-year period, that will equal a congregational campaign gift of $26,000, or approximately $8,600 a year. Now, even more amazing is the fact that this one-time gift of $26,000 multiplied times 160 Synod congregation equals a cumulative goal of nearly $4.2 million. These congregational gifts, combined with our major gifts and memorial donations, will help us to easily exceed our $4.9 million campaign goal. And just imagine what we can do with nearly $5 million. We can pay off the remaining land debt, improve the access road, the water, sewer, and electrical service on site, complete the proposed adult and family retreat center and dining hall, build 6 new platform tents, and provide a bathhouse for the tent village, and cover all of our campaign-related expenses. So often we're overwhelmed by the numbers, and we begin to focus on what we can't do rather than on what we can do. And I firmly believe that God never asks us to do anything for that which God does not provide the necessary resources to accomplish what we are called to do. The success of our Standing on the Promise campaign requires the faithful and generous gift from all of us, one person at a time. In fact, you don't even have to wait for your congregation's campaign to begin. If you're inspired and if you're ready to give, there's a pledge form, a statement of intent on the table right in front of you, and you can make your commitment today, right now. The truth is, friends, that you make a difference, a huge difference, especially when your single gift is multiplied by the thousands of gifts that represent the faith-filled people of our Southeastern Synod congregations, our ELCA women's organizations, and members of our Via de Cristo team. We need you. We need your heart, we need your vision, your prayers, your faithful support, your financial assets, and your hands. If you would like to help out with this exciting, life-changing ministry, there's a form for you to fill out at the table, and lasting difference. God bless you.
I'm John Sherholz, President of the Atlanta Braves. Ladies and gentlemen, more importantly, today I am the honorary chairman fundraiser for Luther Ranch, and it was about a year ago when Mike Ward came to me with the idea about what Luther Ranch hoped to be, and I was captivated by that idea. Our congregation at Redeemer Lutheran Church embraced it. You are embracing it. I'm here today to simply say, I have been to Tallapoosa. Along with the 20% of you in the audience who raised your hand as well. It, I found out, is a place touched by God's hand. It is as beautiful and as serene and as peaceful and spiritual a place as I have seen. And there's only a couple little buildings there at the moment. And now there's a new road going in. But more importantly, it's a place where we in the Southeastern Synod can send young people and adults to become like this group of people you see here. The future of our Lutheran religion can be enhanced and built and made greater and better if we get behind this Luther Ranch project. I know we have Luther Ridge, I know we have Luther Rock. Luther Ranch will be an absolute perfect trinity for us to celebrate. Another perfect trinity for us to celebrate. I encourage you to go back to your congregations and think of the word harmony. We're in tough economic times. We hope we're coming out of them. And as you try to raise funds for your congregation, we know there are oftentimes priorities and there are oftentimes many challenges. We face them, yes, even at Redeemer. Prioritizing. But think of the word harmony. We listen to the beautiful harmony of this music today and these beautiful voices. Think of the harmony and the balance that you can create in your congregations in putting money aside for this project and that project and yes, this Luther Ranch project as well. God's harmony is at work here. We ask you all to join in. Thank you very much.
And if the Luther Ridge and Luther Rock staff would kind of turn to face the podium, because this service of commission